In this video, traders, we're going to look at when would you use a stop order to enter a trade. Stay tuned. Hey guys, a warm welcome to you. Alright, so this might be a contradiction, and this is maybe for newer traders out there. If you're kind of new to trading and just getting used to the order types and this, that and the other, this might seem about new, right? It's stop order to get into a trade. What is this guy on about? Let me explain to you, because a stop order, most of the time, and I don't know how many percentage, I would say 90% of the people who use stop orders are using it to stop loss. It's a stop loss order. So if you are, let's use this example here. Let's say we're going here and we're going long, and we decided to buy on this pullback right here. There's our long. We might well decide to have our stop loss here. So if the market comes down, it sells. And what we would have in that, the stop loss order would be, assume we're selling 10 contracts or whatever it is, it would be a sell stop 10 contracts at whatever price that was. Let's say it was 550, whatever we're talking about. Okay, so as we hit 550, bang, it'd sell 10 contracts into the market, or £10 a point, or 10 CFDs, or 10 whatever shares, and bang, it would sell that. And if we're already long, then the sell order hitting the market will cancel out the long, and it will crystallize the loss, and we'll be left with a position of zero and whatever the loss was between that and that position. So that's what we'd normally use traditionally a stop loss for. Okay, now then, what about the point of this video is how would we use a stop loss to enter the market, and why would we want to do that? So if we have this same scenario, we've got a market that's chugging up, it starts to come back, and let's say we've decided that we'd like to buy this market if I've got a different color pen in my pocket, normally do, yes I have, if we breach this high, right? That's the thesis you've got, and let's say you've got a target up here. So you want to buy it. So what are your choices? Well, you sit there in front of the screen, and as the price chugs along, it comes back up, and you're right. Because you think, okay, the reason you do this and not on a pullback is you think, okay, if this goes on and carries on low, I don't really want it. I want to see it really have some strength to it. So that's your thesis. And you come up here, and as soon as it does that, you put an order in, you buy at the market using your CFD broker, your spread bet broker, your futures, whatever it may be, spot, or you're trading FX, and you're in. Now, what happens if you can't be at the screen? What happens if you want to automate this process? How can you do it? Well, if you're using a limit wouldn't work, right? Because if you had a buy limit there, and let's say this is, so we've got some numbers here. Let's say this was 105, right? Whatever that is, 105. Let's say you are using a limit at 105. If you put a limit order, a buy limit in at 105, and the price is down here at 102, you're going to get filled immediately, because what you're saying with a limit is, I want to buy this instrument at a price no greater than 105, and if it's currently trading at 102, you're going to be filled immediately, and that's not what you wanted, right? You get filled there. That's basically like a market order. What you want to say is, you want to say, okay, I'm going to put in a buy stop for whatever we were doing before. I think we were using 10, weren't we? At 105. I think we used 500 and something the last time, but you get the point. So that would sit there, and let's say the price is now sitting there. That's going to sit there, and it's not activated. You're not long, you're not short, you're net neutral. That order goes through to your broker, and it sits there. Now, if you were already short, for example, and you were wrong, that would take you out of the trade, wouldn't it? If you've gone short here and it pushed up, it would take you out of the trade. However, because you don't have any position, this will make you net long, because as the price pushes up and tags that 105, that will be executed, and now you will be long 10 units at 105. So this is how you would use it to enter a trade if specifically you wanted to get in above a certain level or below a certain level, but didn't want to get in before. So it's a unique strategy. It's something that makes sense for some conditions and not for others. Sometimes you want to get in as the price comes here. Let's say if you wanted to get in when the price came down here, then that's when you would use your limit order, because the price would come down and would only execute when it was there. Use a stop order when the price is already below, but you want to go in as it crosses it. So that was what you use for entry. And very quickly, if we're looking at the other way around, so we've kind of pushed down here, and you want to kind of sell aggressively into those lows if we were about to go through the lows. Otherwise you're not interested, but if it goes to the lows, you want to do that. So what would you do? Yep, you've got it. You would use a sell stop order, and it would be 10 contracts at, let's say that was 98, at 98. So you've got no position at the moment, but if the price came lower and lower and lower and lower and tagged that 98, that order would now become live. It would sell your 10 contracts or 10 pound a point, whatever it may be, at the market. Slight difference between stop limit and stop market orders. I won't go into that in this video, but basically speaking, as soon as it hits 98, you would get filled at 98, give or take, and that means now you'd be net short from this point onwards. So that's how you would use it to get into the market. You could also use it to pyramid into the market as well. So for example, you could have a sell stop at 98, 97, 96, 95, 94, 93, and then as the market goes down, you're adding to your position, adding to your position, adding to your position. If you wanted to pyramid into the position, same with the long. You could have it at 106, then you're in again in more, 107 you're in more, 108 you're in more. This is basically the flip side of having limits staggered down. If you had limits staggered down here, 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 then you came down, you'd be filled here, as the price would have to come down, fill that, come down again, fill that, come down again, fill that. So it's the opposite way around. So use a stop order if you want to catch the price as it's moving in your direction as opposed to against it. All right, guys, that is when you would use a stop order to enter the trade, or when would you use a stop order to enter the trade. Take care, whatever you're doing. See you next one. Goodbye.